fair means light, light means medium, medium means tan, so on and so forth. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and what are we doing today? I am showing you unedited swatches and a ton of swatch comparisons of 3 shades of this L'Oreal Skin Paradise Water Infused Tinted Moisturizer. This has been out for like a year, I think now, and it's so difficult to find accurate swatches of these shades because the naming of these shades are horrid. They don't correspond with what the shade actually looks like at all. So I have Fair 03, Light 01, and Light 02. And I would describe my complexion as light, leaning, light medium with golden undertones. And I hardly ever dip into the fair range of foundations, but among these 3, for me, Fair 03 was the best match. And even this is like, it's way too peachy in undertone. Like, yeah. As I was saying before, it's just so difficult to find any information online about the shades of this like base product. So I just bit the bullet. I bought 3 of them so I could show you myself. And I also know that sometimes the camera or sometimes the lighting can be a little different between videos. So I'm also going to be including a ton of swatch comparisons with existing foundations that y'all may know a little bit better for reference. So I'm going to be comparing also to the Colourpop Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Light 7W. I have the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil in the shade True Beige Buff. A couple shades of the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage in 030 Sand Beige and 032 Nude Beige. Nude Beige is a little bit more golden, so this is what I like to use on my face. And lastly, I have the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in the shade 425 Linen. All of these are like close to my shade. The shade they corresponded the most with is Fair 03, like across the board, but you will see that soon. Now that I've told you what we're doing in this video, I would like to take a short moment for a commercial break to talk to you about Dossier Perfume. Yes, the next couple minutes of this video are so kindly partnered with Dossier. I feel like many of y'all have heard about this company already. I actually got some perfumes and PR from them several months ago at this point, and I used them in my wedding makeup tutorial. In this video, I have a couple new perfumes to share with y'all. In the last one, I talked about the dupe for Chanel Chance and the dupe for Chanel's Coco Mademoiselle. This time, I have the perfumes inspired by YSL Mon Paris, and this is Floriental Brown Sugar. And I also have the perfume inspired by Le Labo Santal 33. Called Woody Sandalwood. On Dossier's site, you can get a 1.7 ounce perfume anywhere between $29 or $49. Like the perfume inspired by Le Labo Santal 33 is $49 because the original perfume is $192. Whereas the Mon Paris inspired perfume is $29 because that perfume is like retail $100. If y'all know me, you know I like services like this that kind of provide a similar product but without any markups. Because y'all know I'm not one to care about brand names or anything like that. I'm more about functionality. I understand that $29 to $49 is much more affordable than the original perfumes, but it still is your money that you're paying, right? So my favorite thing about the Dossier Perfume service is that every box comes with a little sampler of that same fragrance. So you can test out the scent, and if you end up not liking it, you can just return it and get your full monies back. Ordering perfumes online especially is kind of scary because you don't really know what it's gonna smell like. So that's a really nice level of security that you have behind your decision. So let me talk to you more about these couple of scents. This Floriental Brown Sugar, like I said, is the one inspired by YSL's Mon Paris. The top notes are bergamot, raspberry, and pear, so that's probably why I like it so much, because I like fruit-based top notes. And middle notes include jasmine, orange blossom, and brown sugar. Base notes are patchouli, amber, vanilla. So very sweet smelling, but oh, it's fresh at the same time. It's not sickly at all. Like, I've definitely worn perfumes, Lancôme La Vie Belle, that have made me actually want to throw up because it's so sickly. Next, let's talk about Woody Sandalwood, which was the Le Labo Santal 33 scent. I actually saw that Lauren May Beauty got this scent recently, and I know that she's more into unisex scents than I am. I typically like something more like airy and feminine and floral. So let's talk about the notes. The top notes are violet leaves and cardamom, a couple very sweet scents. Middle are orris, ambrox, cedarwood, and cypriol, getting to the woodiness there. And base notes are musk, sandalwood, and amber. So it's a combination of like really grounded tones and kind of lighter sweet tones. Thank you again to Dossier for partnering with me for this portion of the video. Now let's get into these freaking inaccurately named products. Let's first just show the arm swatches of these, and then after the arm swatches, I'll show you the application of the best fitting shade to my face, and then it's just a couple other thoughts, just a couple. Of course, let's start with just the swatches of the Skin Paradise Tinted Moisturizer first. You will see already that I have 3 dried down swatches. From the left, I have Fair 03, Light 01, and Light 02. And I'm kind of spreading these out with fresh new drops so you can see the difference between wet and dry for these foundations. I might keep calling them foundations because this actually has like pretty significant coverage. I would say light to medium coverage. So yeah, these foundations oxidize. It's not horrible. Like I've definitely seen foundations oxidize worse than this, but it's still noticeable. Next, I have the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil on the very, very left, and then Fair 03, Light 01, and Light 02 of the L'Oreal Skin Paradise. This shade of NYX Bear With Me is True Beige Buff, which is the 4th color in the line. And it is like not really that close to the bottom of the range, but it's closest to Fair 03 in terms of like the depth of tone. The next base product I have for comparison is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Light 7W. And so this tinted moisturizer is on the very left. And then moving towards the right, we have, of course, Fair 03, Light 01, and Light 02. What is going on with this? Shame. The rightmost 2 shades, which is Light 01 and Light 02 in the L'Oreal Skin Paradise, they just absolutely like are not even in the same ballpark as the light tones in these other base products or foundation products. Moving right along, we have a comparison with another L'Oreal foundation product. This is with the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in the shade 425 Linen. Again, this is like in middle of the light range, right, of this foundation. But for the Skin Paradise, it is even lighter than Fair 03. I got Fair 03, Light 01, and Light 02 because I thought, you know, among those there has to be one that matches me. And it turns out even the lightest of these 3 is darker than my other foundations that match me pretty well. The last comparison I wanted to do was with these Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundations, just because I know this is a very, very popular foundation as well. So on the left, I have 030 Sand Beige in the Catrice foundation. To the right of that, I have the Catrice foundation in 032 Nude Beige. As you can see, it's a little bit more yellow. And then the Fair 03, Light 01, and Light 02 of the L'Oreal Skin Paradise. I think we're sensing a pattern here, right? For the Skin Paradise foundation, fair means light, light means medium, medium means tan, so on and so forth. All of those swatches, by the way, are completely dried down. Like I was comparing these shades dry to these shades dry. As y'all saw from the swatch footage, the shade Fair 03 is the best match for me. So here is that application footage of me spreading it on, and you can see kind of how that color is wet. And keep in mind that this does dry down just a teeny bit darker. Here is that foundation after about like 5 minutes of letting it dry down. The next day after I filmed this video, I did decide to wear Light 01 to work. And so here's an application of Light 01. And I'm kind of eating my words here because it looks like it's a pretty good match, right? Like it has a really good yellow golden undertone, but I do find that just, you know, a few minutes later, the dry down oxidizes and it looks more tan than what I usually go for. Here is how Light 02 is looking after, I don't know, like 15 minutes or so. And when I was looking like in the mirror at work and also in the mirror in the car, my face looked a lot darker than my neck. It doesn't really look like that in this lighting. You know, everything looks worse in the car and the horrible overhead fluorescent lighting of hospitals, but I really do like the undertone of this. It is pretty golden. I also did drag it down my neck a little bit, but like look at it compared to my chest. So this undertone is pretty golden, and this stupid undertone of Fair 03 is too peachy and pink. So maybe I will use this as like a mix-in to help correct the undertone. So I'm eating my words. And there you go. The like shade naming of this product is just as horrible as I heard it was. In terms of my quick review of like the formula, I am wearing it as my base today, of course, and I didn't powder my T-zone. This is about like an hour after I applied it. And you know what? It's pretty if you can manage to find your shade. It's just very difficult to do that. It has a really nice watery texture. It actually is pretty similar to the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. The NYX one is a little bit more gel-like, whereas this one feels a little bit more hydro, like a splash of water. But in terms of like the finish, the Skin Paradise one, the L'Oreal one, is a little bit more dewy, like wet looking, whereas the NYX Bear With Me has more of a natural satin finish. This has been my favorite like tinted foundation product for a long time because I like that it's not extra dewy for someone with like semi-oily skin. I do hope that this was a helpful video for the internet and the world. If you are having trouble finding information on this, me too, and it took me months and months and months of waiting for more information to come out and then just not finding it for me to decide to do it myself. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I hope I convinced you to stay through this video. I would love to see you in my next upload. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Remember that y'all are my treasure. Find the beauty in every day, but most importantly, be kind to yourselves. I will see you in my next video. Bye!